Hello everybody and welcome back to another Mr. Worm shoutcast. Here in the bottom left hand corner we have got FrOst as the red Protoss. I've tried looking up some information on FrOst and had quite a bit of difficulty on it. All I do know is that he is a 1v1 Diamond League player, that he has potentially is 3,094 in the world with a 51% ratio. His opponent today is going to be our good buddy TheMuscle here. He is going to be playing as the blue Terran here in the bottom center position. TheMuscle is a little more interesting. He is currently 9,324 Masters League in the world, so he is a very good Terran and very adequate at what he does. As you can see, he's dropping that supply depot in between his gas and his command center, which is very common for Terran players to do. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and get his barracks right around 12 supply, which is not uncommon. Might be a little bit quick, but it's not too bad considering his resource management is probably very excellent, considering he is upper levels Master Leaguer. These players are both playing on the Asian servers. They're both Asian players. I've tried looking up FrOst for probably a good 15 minutes today, and Starcraft 2 rankings is just failing me. They're just going around, scouting around here to see what's happening here. Not really sure what they found. I'm going to go ahead and assume that they've both scouted the major positions that they wanted to look at, and they should probably know fairly well where they are. And of course, FrOst is the first one to locate his opponent, doing a little harass on the barracks. Oh, and he moves out just before that secondary command center goes down. However, I'm going to go ahead and assume, based on the buildings that he did see, that he already knows that this is going to be a fast expand. And let's see how he decides to respond to it. Here he goes with Gateway Cybernetics Core. Getting his gas, as he rightly should. He is not getting the secondary gas at this point, and he looks pretty strong economy-wise. Let's just go ahead and take a look at him. He is in the lead here at 18/15. Scouting SCV from TheMuscle, just wandering around real quick, wants to check out, see what's going on. Getting down an extra pylon. And that expansion is just about done for TheMuscle at this point. He's got 2 Marines out in the front guarding it, making sure nothing too crazy happens. I suspect we will see a bunker go down from this SCV, and we do. He has not thrown down a tech lab or a reactor. He is clearly saving that gas. He is fully mining the gas too for a factory. I was going to make that guess, but like I said, I'm not very good at this, ladies and gentlemen, so I just figured I'd just keep my mouth shut and wait for the factory to go down instead of guessing that there was going to be a factory going down and then being wrong. And a second factory coming down from TheMuscle, so he is going to go very heavy tech very quickly. So this is going to be a heavy tech build. Just waiting to see if he decides to go for the orbital command or if he decides to produce some SCVs here. There comes the orbital command. Drop it down a mule. Check the income tab again. 24/19. Does look as if FrOst here has a good lead. He's got his robotics facility down, and he's chrono boosting out an observer. He's got a couple of stalkers out here. Looks like there is a tech lab going down for... Oh! And looks like he did lift a secondary barracks up and go ahead and take a scout with it. And he is going to get pretty good sight with that, I would suspect. He did get pretty much full view. So there goes that observer wandering around. Just taking a look and seeing everything he possibly can to see. So now he has full sight on TheMuscle. He knows what's going on. He knows that he's going to go for a heavy tech build. He's still with that observer. Looks like FrOst is making a push here. 3 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, 1 Sentry, and 1 Immortal. Just pushing out to the middle here. Now he's got that bunker down, so he's probably got to know that this is fairly good, but it's probably not going to be enough this early on. Oh, and I hear the sound of Hellions coming out. Moving out toward the middle here. Getting a little close. Oh, and he is just going to go ahead and sneak around there. Oh, no, excuse me. Did he get destroyed? He sure did, just as he disappeared into the grass there. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wow, he just snuck away from me there. I had my camera set wrong. My apologies. And here he goes, doing some good harass. He has got 2 kills already. Does not get the 3rd. FrOst is dropping down the Stargate here and chrono boosting out Void Ray. He's got another Immortal Training. We do have that Infernal Pre-Igniter coming down, and he has got. Wow, that is 1 more siege tank, 2 more supply depots. Let's go ahead and check the Incon tab again here. 32 over 33. So TheMuscle does have the economic advantage at this point. Looks like he's going to go ahead and drop a starport and an engineering bay. Go ahead and check the other side here. Still floating that barracks around. He's got. I do like this placement here. He's got great sight over this line. Unless an air unit comes in here and cleans these up, he should be fairly well protected on the high ground, at least from this side. Unless there's some kind of a warp prism drop in the back, which it does not look like he has sight over them. And I'm fairly surprised to not see that, because they are very close for any kind of air movement at this point. That observer's still sitting in there. And here comes the Void Ray. And let's see if he's going to actually try and take down some buildings all by his lonesome here, because there are not a lot of Marines on the field right now. And excuse me, I thought those were Marines coming up. Those are Hellions. Those are not going to do any good. He needs to take those couple Marines he has out of the bunker and come do something with them. Otherwise, this is going to be a very heavy and hurtful harass. Now he can just move around and keep kiting around. Oh, that is hurtful, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that 1 Void Ray did quite a bit of good harass and really, misplacing TheMuscle from his current strategy. Now, I did get to watch a little bit of this game earlier on, which is one of the reasons why I chose to cast this one. And it does look like that initial Void Ray was taken down. This was a secondary Void Ray. It does have 1 kill on it. Here goes, dropping another 2 gates, a pylon, and a Twilight Council. So hopefully from the Twilight Council we'll see some blink or some charge lots, or maybe some Dark Templar or High Templar. I suspect that considering that he's dropping 2 more gateways, it'll probably be blink stalkers. However, these 2 zealots here may say otherwise. But we will only know once that gets up and going. I was wrong. They are going to be charged lots. And here we go with the drop. Getting a couple of kills there. Doing some good harass from TheMuscle. Oh, that is not good. That is going to be costly. Very nice force field. Sticking in the Hellions. He should not have turned around. Let's go ahead and check the economic tab. See what happened there. It did cost him probably about 8 probes. It was very well done. It was nice and quick. Got in, got out. I do believe economically that was probably an advantage for him. Now, this is something you don't see very often, and coming from Masters Leaguers, I'm very surprised by this, but he does have the additional drop on the supply depots, which are supposed to give you, I believe, an additional 5 supply on 2 of these here. Excuse me, 3. Apparently, this is a preferred method for him instead of building up additional SCVs or using mules. And there is a big force of Hellions in the center and tanks. Guess they're just pushing out to see if there's anything in the middle, anything they have to worry about. So FrOst here has a nice little anti-tech army here, anti-mech army, I should say. He's got the 4 Immortals and the 3 Void Rays, and he's got charge lots coming out, and that's all really going to work out in his favor. Charge lots are very good against siege tanks. Here comes another Void Ray, it looks like. And he's still chrono boosting out more Void Rays. Let's go ahead and keep the production tab up at this point. But look at the upgrades coming. Level 1 vehicle. Level 2 vehicle. Sorry, excuse me, armor and weapons for his siege tanks. He's got 2 Vikings coming out, and he's throwing down an additional reactor. He's just made another command